Your favourite to start, Mikhail, but team news, quite a list, so should we go through bit by bit? Any update on Rice, first of all?
Yes, he hasn't trained yet. Obviously, he could not carry on in the game. He wasn't comfortable at all, but hopefully it's not something big.
Yeah, I mean, how confident are you it's not big? Scan yesterday, there's nothing that jumps out.
We are confident. Obviously, he's still uncomfortable. Obviously, he had to leave the pitch, and that's never a good sign for a player like him. But hopefully, we'll progress in the next few days. But it's still doubtful.
Yeah, Trossard?
Yeah, won't be available. Yeah.
For tomorrow, what about the weekend?
Let's see day by day how he improves and whether he's got a chance or not.
Yeah, you said it was training last week. What did he just?
Well, he did some activity, and that's where he felt it, and he wasn't comfortable to carry on the session with the day before the game, and he hasn't trained yet, so not available for tomorrow.
Okay, Martinelli, because not tomorrow.
No.
And you said that there was a chance he might have made the weekend, but
let's see. For tomorrow it's too short, so let's see, and we still have days for the weekend, but those players won't be available.
And any update on Partey?
Still not available either.
Any sort of time scale on it? I know this is your favourite comment. Maybe also left a few goals out there. I know that last season you were able to score, everyone weighed in, didn't they? Because you can't always rely on that. How much do you need your strikers to start kind of coming up with some big numbers in terms of goals scored for the likes of Jesus and Nketiah? Yeah,
that was it. They had a huge chance as well, 1-against-1 before with the 1-0. Then Gavi had another one. But again, those are defining moments in big matches. You have to be there, and in the boxes you have to make the difference. And we talked about it after PSV that we were exceptional, and 3 days later we lacked that as well to win the game. But this is football.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's the hardest thing in football to put the ball in the net in the right moment with the right time, and it changes. And every striker misses chances. You see it all across the league. It's the efficiency that we have, and the weekend we didn't have the efficiency needed because the game would have changed in a really positive way for us.
Just very finally, Saka's start celebration. Obviously, Maddison enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? And how do you feel about players and maybe just inciting their opponents?
I don't pay too much attention to that. They are free. When they do it for a reason, and probably I'm the last one to understand what's the reason behind it, because they just talked about it in the dressing room between them. So they are free to do whatever they want, if always is respectful for the opponent, and what we're doing is not putting someone down or doing something that it doesn't go with our values.
George from BBC.
Thanks, Dan. Look, sorry, just one more player. How's Saka? Because he come off. Has he got an injury as well, or is he okay?
Yeah, he was limping quite badly after the match. As you know, you have to get him off the field, which is never a good sign as well, and he hasn't been able to participate in the session.
So do you think he could be out of Saturday against Bournemouth potentially?
I don't know, but it's a possibility, yes.
Okay. Just you always identify your new signings quite in advance. I just wondered, with the lack of goals, do you think you're looking at possibly bringing in a new striker in January?
We're not thinking at all about that. We have really good players up front. It's true that now we have some injuries, and we'll continue with the players that we have, that's for sure.
Just one on Gabriel. I just wondered how you thought he'd done since he's come back into the team, because you played.
Gabriel Magalhães. Yeah, I think he was very good. I think the weekend he had a really good game, and he continues to perform the way he did last year.
On a similar note, tomorrow night, Carabao Cup, given that in the Europa League you did rotate, does tomorrow present that chance for the players that might be on the fringes of the first team to show you what they can do?
Well, there are a lot of players that they need minutes, that's for sure. And you can go through the squad. Some players haven't played that many minutes, and tomorrow they're going to have exposure for sure.
Would that include some of the young players involved, maybe?
It can include, yes.
And just coming back onto the idea of a penalty box striker, I know you said you're not thinking of bringing in another striker in January, but why do you think that they've become a bit rarer, the traditional number 9? Why do you think that's become rarer in modern football?
Well, I think it's coming back. No, there are a few players, and when you look at Harry Kane, when you look at Haaland, you look at Holland, you look at Ivan Toney. You have a lot of examples. Mitrovic, you have a lot of examples. Players have scored a lot of goals. We have scored a lot of goals last year. I think we scored more goals any other season for Arsenal. So it's various ways to score goals, and we are scoring goals, but we should have scored many more for what we create, that's for sure.
You mentioned Ivan Toney there. How important was he to Brentford in the way they play? I just wondered if you're looking at the 20 Premier League teams, where does he rank in terms of one player's importance to a certain team?
I don't know, you have many examples. You can look at Everton as well, the type of strikers that they have, and it's related to the style as well and how much they contribute to that. So I think they have a really strong squad. They've been doing terrifically well in the last few seasons. Credit to Frank and the coaching staff, because what they've done, it's incredible.
And Kai?
And we have 6 players injured, top players injured. Is what it is. We want to get better, that's for sure.
And what do you think we can still see what's still to come from your team this season? What is going to improve?
Yes, for sure we want to be better, but on Wednesday night we were incredible. It was a joy to watch. We were incredible, and then 3 days later you draw a match in the conditions that we draw, and you have to improve. But certainly it's about the consistency and hitting the level that we want every day, and we have to improve, that's for sure. We want to be better.